I'm Gillian, owner of Colleen's Lingerie and Swimwear. Now that we're communicating virtually, I hope you don't mind that I'm in my WFH loungewear. Things are changing all around us every single day, but I just wanted to let you know that we are here to support you and the girls. So now that people have got lots of time, I think, at home, I wonder what kind of books they're reading, or if they're actually getting a chance to read the books.
Well, I've got a pile. It's all good intentions. I think I've got a pile of about 9 books, and I thought, no, that's fine. If I've got lots of books on the go, then I'll read and I'll learn some things, or I'll escape to some other fabulous place, and perhaps I won't then be on social media too much. So trying to use reading as a way of escaping rather than social media, which can, I think, sometimes be a little bit detrimental to one's mental health. Too much social media. So, it pays to choose the right kind of book to be reading though too.
Yes, it does. And for those that, want to be informed.
So you might want to use this time to educate yourself a little bit more on things you can do, how to feel better, how to, if we're feeling tired all the time, how to manage your fatigue, things we can do to boost our immune systems, to strengthen ourselves against this pandemic that we're facing. So once we're all back to normal, we're going out there perhaps at less risk to ourselves and to others. And there's a load of information available, isn't there, on keeping healthy through this time, whether physically, mentally and internally. Some great avenues for information.
And one of the resources, which I wish that I'd actually had when I was actually going again through my treatment, which was now 12 years ago.
Yeah.
There was information, but I didn't find that there was information all maybe necessarily in the one place. And I was very fortunate that when I was in New York, actually that was for a lingerie expo, I went to an event and listened to Professor Robert Thomas. And he is an oncologist from the UK. And he was actually talking about ways that we can look after ourselves. And this was mainly after cancer, because he's an oncologist. But there's so much great information for anybody who actually, as you said, just wants to have a look and see, how can I boost my immune system? Are there things that are maybe not so good for me? Are there things that I could be doing that I'm not doing? And what I really liked about the book when I read it was it made sense to me.
Yeah.
So there's some great research done in there, but it's presented in a way that I could understand. Because sometimes a lot of the other books that I read, I couldn't read them.
So it's too hard, isn't it?
It was too hard,
too much
just
to
because
process.
obviously even going through chemo, we talk about chemo brain, I just wasn't taking anything in.
Yeah.
And so this one, the Keep Healthy After Cancer, is just a great book for people who are either going through treatment now, for those who, have, like myself, who come out of, treatment, and for those who actually just want to have a look and see, what could I be doing perhaps to prevent myself getting not just necessarily cancer, but he talks about, heart disease as well. And
so it's maintaining that overall wellness, isn't it?
Yeah, it talks obviously about exercise. And
I feel like I've just opened this up directly to the page that's supposed to be for me. It's like the universe said, Karen, open to this page. Avoid bright light and blue light in the evening or at night. So talking about getting off your screens before you go to sleep. Which is regular bedtime, get enough sleep.
And there's ones on what we were talking about before too, this mind and body, about fatigue and tiredness, which is obviously quite well known, obviously going through treatment. But at the moment, everybody's just feeling that
exhausted,
fatigue and exhaustion and poor sleep patterns. More people I know that I've been hearing saying, oh, we're sleeping in longer. We might be going to bed at the same time, but it's kind of like, well, we're actually sleeping a bit more, which again is not necessarily a good thing. In this one too, about mood, anxiety and depression as well. So there's lots of really, really great topics. And Professor Thomas is an actual fact at the moment, using his expertise to help in the COVID-19 wards in London.
Gee, that's amazing.
Which is just incredible. And prior to all this pandemic happening, I was in discussion with him, and he's keen to come to Australia next year, which would just be incredible. Amazing. So his expertise is also on looking at complementary therapies with cancer treatment, but also even beyond actually treatment as well. And so he's done a lot of research on food supplements.
Yeah.
Also, they've developed with a lot of research too, they call it Polybam, which you actually can put on your nails when you're going through chemotherapy, and it stops the nails from turning horrendous black, and sometimes as well they'll fall off.
Yeah.
And it's a very emotional thing because your nails are on display all the time as well. It's a bit like when you lose your
yet
hair.
Another thing to have to deal with. Yeah.
Yes. So a lot of the research that he's doing is on natural, I guess, remedies, which also goes in hand obviously with conventional
complementary
complementary treatments, and also exercise. So they've done a lot of study around chemotherapy and exercise, but also in terms of exercise and prevention.
So it's a very holistic approach to managing your health during, prior or after any kind of illness, particularly cancer.
If you have any questions or we can support you in any way, please get in touch. We are all in this together.